Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please go down and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on what's going on over here. Now, as landscape photographers, or even just someone who likes to bring cameras along on trips or hikes, we carry our prized possessions, sometimes even our livelihoods, on our backs. What we use to carry all of our gear, from anywhere from 5 pounds all the way up to 50 or more, is just as crucial of an investment as our camera bodies and lenses themselves. So, as someone who has suffered from a bad back and hip, finding a bag that not only can hold all the necessary gear for a trip, but also carries it well, is comfortable to wear for long periods of time, and doesn't cause any pain to flare up while out, it's like finding a unicorn or a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. My search finally came to an end when I found this gal. Now, this is a Peck by Shimoda Designs. This is their Explore 60-liter backpack. Now, as a female landscape photographer, it was really hard for me to find a bag that fit me. I'm smaller statured. My torso length isn't quite as long as a lot of men. So just finding a backpack that fit me well, that I was comfortable wearing, wasn't causing me any pain, was really, really hard. This one I've had for about 6 months now, and I've really enjoyed taking it out. It's my favorite bag to take out now. I don't even bother taking out my hiking equipment, my hiking bags. Always going to go for this one. Now, the outer material is a water-resistant nylon resin coated, so it's going to shed and it's going to repel that water really, really well. It can hold up to like light rain, mist, coastal splashes. Now, what I really, really like about this bag is the aesthetics to it. So it's got these really long leather zipper pulls. So these make it great, especially if you have gloves on, or it's cold outside and you're losing some dexterity in your hands. Super easy to do, and the zippers themselves are also water resistant coating as well. So you don't have to worry about having any water soak in through those zippers. Also, got these buckles. Now these buckles are glove friendly. Make it super easy to do. Looking at the back. So this back panel here, it's very padded on your back, so you don't have to worry about any pressure points or anything like that. It does have these air channels for cooling, so you're not going to sweat too terribly. The padding for like the shoulder straps and the hip belt, they're not too terribly padded. They're fairly thin, but it's the design of the harness system that really gets you where you need it. Now, what sets the Shimoda system apart from most of the other photography bags, adventure bags, everything like that, is going to be its suspension system, its harness system. Now, again, I mentioned I'm a small woman. It's very, very hard to find a bag that's meant for tall men. It's hard to find a bag that will fit me very well. Well, what Shimoda did is they actually have an adjustable carry system right here. From small all the way up to extra large. Notice here, I'm on the small. Most other bags I've come across are in the large, extra large area. Super nice, super handy. I love that you can adjust the straps. This new strap system makes it so much more comfortable, and I enjoy carrying my bag now. Now I have something a little bit different compared to what you get straight off the shelf. I don't have the standard technical straps that come with the backpack. I have the women's technical straps. Now the women's technical straps, they're different from the standard ones in a couple of ways. It's going to have 2 chest buckles instead of 1. So what this does, these 2 chest buckles here, is you're not going to have your chest clips here right across where it's going to be uncomfortable or anything like that. So this creates no pressure points at all. But what it also does is it helps distribute the weight more for your chest. So when you're carrying a backpack, you generally want about 60% of the weight on your hips, 40% on the weight on your shoulders. In most bags, they have just a single chest strap across the chest. This one, you have one just above, just below. It creates a much more even distribution of the weight on your shoulders, especially if you're going over uneven terrain. It just makes it a lot better, a lot more secure. I'm not worried about my backpack slipping around or anything like that. Makes it really secure. So some of the accessories you have on the bag. So right here, you're going to have an elastic for a pair of sunglasses. You also have an emergency whistle on your top chest strap. This is supposed to be a water bottle holder. I don't use it for holding a water bottle. What I actually do is I use it for can of bear spray. In the Pacific Northwest, we got bears, we got cougars. Having my bear spray easily accessible, it gives me a sense of security being able to have my bear spray super, super easy to access and right where I can have it. On the other side, we've got this weather-treated pocket here. It's designed for a cell phone. It really depends on what size of cell phone you have. Here I have the iPhone 10. So it just fits my phone here in the pocket. It's a little tight, but it does fit. So if I'm traveling over uneven terrain, I don't have to worry about my phone falling out of my pocket or getting damaged from water because all of a sudden it's raining or I'm getting splashed by waves or anything like that. So always secure. Now looking at the waist belt. It's not your traditional waist belt. It kind of takes on a rock climbing, mountaineering, alpine take to it. So here on the waist belt, very large buckles, so that's really, really nice. And then right here, you're going to have some accessory loops. So these are great for a number of things. So what this is great for, like if you're going to go out to the crag, photograph your friends, you're going to go hike a mountain or anything, you can actually use these accessory loops to put rock pro on, as well as your rock climbing harness. As far as compartment access, there's multiple different ways that you can get into the main compartment. Like most photography bags, you've got the rear access panel. This one is a little bit different than, let's say, your Atlas bags, your Low Pro, or your f-stop bags. Those are going to fold out to the person wearing it. Shimoda, it's a book style. Opens to the side. Also, got a nice laptop sleeve here. Also, to access the main compartment is through the top. Now, it's a little bit different. It takes on more of a hiking style backpack and adventure pack and anything like that. You're going to have more of a drawstring type here. So it's a little bit expandable. Then you access your main compartment right here. So for your main compartment, you've got a total of 3 different ways that you can access it. So quite a versatile bag. Not just 1 or 2 different directions. So the main compartment is one of 3 different compartments found on the bag. The other one we have right here is a front compartment that you can use for like rain gear, or let's say if you're going out, you're going backcountry skiing or touring. You've got this pocket right here on the front. Zippers that fold down the full length of the bag. The pocket also runs full length of the bag. Now right here, you've got a little internal sleeve here It's meant for a water bladder. So if you don't like water bottles, you have a water bladder sleeve here, attach it through here, and then you can feed a hose through here and it'll come out on your right side shoulder. I really like to store like my NRS battery socks if I'm going to go like to the river, or the rain jacket sleeves for my camera, or like some of my other hygiene items that I take with me. The third and final compartment on the bag is going to be the lid. So in the lid you have a zipper that runs the full length of the bag, opens up, and also has an internal mesh compartment here. What I like to do with this mesh compartment here is like my wallet, my keys, anything I don't want to fall out of my pockets, I'll put here inside the mesh compartment. So if I were to open up the lid and it tumble for whatever reason, I don't have to worry about losing my wallet, losing my keys, and having to call AAA or walk down the road 15 miles because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Now, attaching equipment to the outside of the bag, there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. So one thing Shimoda thought about is for carrying a tripod. Yes, you can carry it on the sides, on the back, multiple different configurations. But you also have, open the left side compartment. Yeah, this little bag. So this bag is great for carrying a tripod. It makes it a little bit more secure. So what I do is I take my tripod, I'll put the ball head in first, have the feet sticking out, do up the drawstring, and then the buckle. Now if I'm going over like some uneven terrain, going over some boulders, rocks, anything like that, or I'm going to be bushwhacking, there's also another buckle down here. Goes around the ball head, around the base. Makes it much more secure. You don't have the bottom flopping around or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about if it were to catch like a branch or anything like that. It's not going to pull your tripod out. Also, I don't have to worry about like stabbing myself in the hip with my spikes or anything like that. Works really well. And me, I like to go climb mountains. I'm into mountaineering, I'm into rock climbing, I'm into alpinism. So I got to carry like ice axes, trekking poles, pickets, things like that with me depending on what type of mission we're doing. So what I really like about the bag is that it also has accessory leashes for like an ice axe or trekking poles. You got 2 of them. So right here you can feed an ice axe through and clip it in. You can do trekking poles. You can do lighting kits. There's, sky's the limit with how you attach things to your bag. All in all, fantastic photography bag, or just adventure pack in general. Highly, highly, highly recommend the Shimoda Designs Explore 60-liter pack for all your adventure and photography needs. Especially to those females out there, it's really hard to find a bag that will fit, especially small-statured, shorter people, or just shorter people in general. Great, great pack. Can't recommend it enough. So if you like this video, please go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you stay up to date on everything that's happening over here on this channel. Have a good one, everybody, and see you in the next video. Bye now.